can't see your face. Hello, folks, and welcome back to Dusty Tracks BC. We are here in Dawson Creek in the Unchaga Hall. I knew I was going to mess it up, but it wasn't where I expected.
In 3, 2, 1.
Hello again, and welcome back to Dusty Tracks BC. We are here in Dawson Creek in the Peace region, and we're in the Unchaga Hall. I said it correctly, I've been practicing. Mandy, the creator of Mile Zero Jitterbugs, has sat down with us today. Welcome. Well, thank you for welcoming us here. How are you doing today?
Yeah, really good. Really excited to tell you about the club and what it's all about. And yeah, we're accepting new members all the time. We're always doing things in the community. And yeah, just happy to be here and supported.
Amazing. We're very happy you're here and willing to teach Mike and I to dance.
Yeah.
It's a large task you've taken on, and I admire you for it.
Oh, that's okay. I love it. I love it. As long as you know how to tap along to the song on the beat, I can help you. If you can't do that, it's going to be a long night.
We both listen to music, so I think we have a good a good chance.
That's half the battle.
Yeah. Okay. Thank God. Can you just start for us by defining what the Mile Zero Jitterbug Society is?
I named it Mile Zero, obviously, because we're in Dawson Creek. It's the Mile Zero of Alaska, so that kind of is self-explanatory for that. And I named it Jitterbugs because most people know the type of dance we do as the jitterbug, but it's actually called Lindy Hop. But when it was first kind of seen in the 30s, oh, they're jitterbugging, it's jitterbugging. And so, but the actual name of it is Lindy Hop. It's a type of swing dance. Yeah.
Thus the bugs.
Yeah, yeah, and my friend Megan Longley made that for us. And I just let her, I said, this is what I want to name it, and she just came up with that. And I do a lot of trades. I do hair, so I trade a lot. So I did a hairdo for that. Yeah, yeah.
I love a good trade.
Yeah, so it's a social swing dance club. It's for mature teens, adults, every walk of life. You don't need to have a partner necessarily. We all dance with each other. And we all lead and follow. Well, most of us. I want to get to that point. Usually it's best to start as a follow, if that's what you want to start with. I started as a follow, but it made me a better lead because I know what it's supposed to feel like as a follow. So it is in your best interest to do that way, if you're comfortable with that.
Very
cool.
And
yeah, just a safe and welcoming environment to learn new moves, and we do social dance. Social dances, mostly in the winter months. Summer months, it's harder to get people inside in this area because summer is so short, but we do lots out in the community, like festivals, farmers markets. We're gonna do the rodeo parade, and things like this, and yeah.
Very cool.
Yeah.
So it's essentially, people are just welcome to show up at any point.
There's no membership fee. Like if you wanna be a part of the club, you just follow along and show up when you can. And the more consistent you are, the better, because then the more integrated you are into the club. So basically all you have to do is show up and just have fun. So
those sound like the best two requirements.
Yeah.
Those are usually one most people can get behind.
It's so affordable. Like we do drop-in lessons every Monday, and it's $5. If you
want $5 to learn a new skill.
Yeah, yeah. I'm not in it for the money. I just want to have a community and share the love. And yeah, the closest like authentic club to us is Edmonton. So I try to get 2 to 3 trips a year, like carpooling to Edmonton and checking that scene out. And they do like a lot of bigger scenes. They do workshop weekends. So we'll go and we'll do competitions and just social dance, live music, and learn from other instructors that they bring in. Yeah, so we're gonna do that in September. I'm trying to get a group together to go do that, and yeah, just dance away.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
I can't imagine how lovely it is for people to have like a safe space to just dance and have a good time.
Yeah,
like,
and like nobody's on their phone. Everybody's just having a good time, actually talking with it, and it's a good icebreaker too, because it's not like based around drinking and eating and sitting. It's like you're learning something together, you work on something, it's a community. And the nice thing about Lindy Hop is it's about self-expression. So you don't have to look a certain way or be a certain body type or wear a certain outfit in order to fit into the dance, like other dances can be. You can just have fun with it. As long as you know the fundamentals, you can start sprinkling in your own style into it. Yeah, yeah.
It's amazing. What is it that drew you to Lindy Hop? Why Lindy
The
Hop?
aerials. So I'm a gymnast. I was a gymnast in my younger days, and I did a lot of like cheerleading lifts and gymnastics type things. And actually, on this stage, Debbie, shout out, we did Footloose one year, and I was always the one they would throw around for finales because I'm the gymnast and I couldn't remember lines, so they just threw me around. And I did this move with Devin Lebeck. Oh, can I say somebody's name?
Oh, absolutely.
We had a jam circle, so everybody was around us, and we did this swing dance move, but I didn't know what it was called. I thought it was just, what did I call it, like a jiving move or some kind of whatever. And it was where I jumped up like a baby in his arms, and then he would drop my torso and flip me around, and then my legs would come. It's called the Around the World, turns out. And so 7 years after that, I was at a house party in the Lower Mainland, and it turned into like a dance party, and I was two-stepping with this guy, and I just jumped up in his arms and just did it and just used him as like a jungle gym. And he didn't know what was going on, but I just did it. And I'm like, did you see that? And he's like, don't do that again, I thought you were gonna die. But then the next day, I Googled, I was like,
what did I do?
diving, Fraser Valley, and it kind of led me down this rabbit hole, and I found the club I started at called Suburban Swing in Abbotsford. It's the longest running swing dance club in BC.
Oh, wow.
Biggest as well. And so that's where I started that journey, and I just wanted to do aerials, like big tricks like that. I didn't know the dancing part of it. I just like to be, I'm a flyer. And so anyway, that started my journey with Lindy Hop, and I met my coach there. He was hired to do like a workshop at the club, and that's where I met him. And then he kind of took me under his wing, and I learned a lot from him, and then, yeah, went from there.
That is so cool.
Yeah.
And then why start a Lindy Hop club? Like, you're working with a coach, you were competing at one point. Why a club here in Dawson Creek?
Well, because I was at a crossroads in Vancouver. I was kind of like ending my 20s. Things were kind of fizzling out, and then I became pregnant, and I had a lot of big decisions to make. I had a community up here where I'm from. I owned a house. I could get ahead. I had a career, or a clientele, a friend group. It was either come up here and get ahead, or stay down there and struggle, trying to find a place to raise a kid and have no autonomy at all. And so it was a big, hard decision. So I came up here, and I had an opportunity to teach dance at the Arts Center. And it kind of started there, and it kind of like snowballed into what it is now. Yeah, because I need it. It's a lifestyle for me. So I need it in my life, or I get really like crabby.
That is fair. What do you find it brings to your life? What is it? How does it keep you
Oh,
not
well,
crabby?
it's just like you're not thinking of anything else. It's like a form of like meditation almost, because you're focusing on moves, and especially when you're teaching. Like, I'm a way better dancer than I ever was down there, because teaching is another form of learning. So, yeah, what I really love about it is when you finally get that connection with somebody, and you can just kind of like riff off each other, like, and it's total improv. But I also love working out like a routine with somebody too. So, yeah, it just kind of uses different parts of your brain, So there's improv and routines, and just connecting with different people. And teaching is definitely great, but once you get past that point of having to teach every little thing, and you get to just dance and not think about anything else and have that connection with somebody, it's magical. Transcendent, some might say.
It sounds magical. Like, it is so much fun to dance and not think about it. Not that I'm ever doing it in an accomplished way, but just like, I can
letting go.
imagine, yeah, and
I have a
understanding
hard
all those
time,
different pieces.
like dancing by myself. I like dancing in connection with somebody, you know. Yeah.
So do you always work with the same partners, or is it like you were describing, you kind of switch between people
Well,
within a social dance?
Yeah, in bigger clubs, you get to know your favorite leads and follows and who you can dance with. And me as a short lead, I'm like, ooh, that girl's short, I'm gonna dance with her. But it's not necessary. Like I definitely change how I dance depending on my partner, and body type, or how my shoulders are feeling, because my shoulders are a little thrashed from hairdressing for 20 years. So it depends on how I'm feeling with that. But you just change it to suit how you are feeling that day or who you're dancing with. Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, that's so cool. And is Lindy Hop one type of dance, or is there multiple different types of Lindy Hop?
No, it's just one type. It's a type of swing dance. There's swing dance, and under that umbrella, there's lots of different types. So you can kind of fuse it together with other types. So there's Charleston that it's most fused with. A lot of people call like 6-count Lindy Hop East Coast, but there's a different feel to it. And it just depends on where you're from. So if I'm dancing, like for instance, I was in San Francisco dancing at a Lindy Hop club. Everywhere I go, I look up the dance club and you just go dancing. And it's like a language. You don't even need to know anybody. You could just go out and dance. But the way I was doing my swing outs, they thought I was from Hollywood because of how I was doing it. It's like a different accent almost. Like you're speaking the same language, but there's different slangs and different things going on. Yeah.
That's really cool.
Yeah.
Because all of it just seems, to someone who can't dance, it's just,
Yet.
it all seems, yet. My mom was a dance teacher for quite a few years. Hello, come on in. My mom was a dance teacher for quite a few years. We haven't yet gotten anywhere with that either, so I don't have high hopes.
Yeah.
But
Yeah, my daughter says she already knows how to dance, so I can't even. Like grabbing my hands and spinning me around in a circle is not dancing.
I think that
I
is
mean,
my
it is.
favorite move.
It's not my favorite.
Mike can vouch, that's one of my favorite moves, absolutely.
Love that. Makes you dizzy.
How is it finding a community for dancing here in town?
It can be challenging because everybody thinks that they need to do it with their significant other in life. And they don't understand the community aspect of it. Like you can dance with another woman and it's fine. Like it's fine. So that part, and that's not just here, that's everywhere. Like it's really hard for people to wrap their heads around until they're in it. And then they understand the subculture of it. That's the hard part, because it's me and the few people that I got hooked.
We have an audience right now. You got some good people hooked, it looks like.
Trying to like show them what the subculture is without being established yet, which is why I like to kind of round as many people up as possible to go to Edmonton to show them in a nutshell what it is, because it's easy when you're in an established club what it's all about and the vibes and everything. So it's kind of hard when it's such a baby club to try to convey what it's supposed to be in such a short time, you know.
That makes sense.
Yeah, but to put it in a nutshell, it's just self-expression, community. You get together, learn new moves. And like for drop-in Mondays, I'm like, what are we going to teach today? And Ava always finds these really cool videos, and she posts them in our group. And I'm like, oh, let's do something like that tonight. And then we look at the video all together and we figure out our own way to do it and variations of this and that. And it's never wrong as long as you have the fundamentals underneath what you're doing. It's just fun, and you get to know your own style. So like, for instance, when I was dancing in San Francisco and they thought I was from Hollywood because of how I swiveled, it's because Hollywood swiveled like that. And so it's their community figured out their style of the dance. So there's no right or wrong way to do it. That's why it's like self-expression.
I love that. It's so amazing because, yeah, like you were saying before, it's from an unexperienced eye, you don't really see the different accents within the performance and the dance.
Yeah.
So it's amazing to learn about it a little bit.
And that's the thing too, like when you look up Lindy Hop and go down a rabbit hole, And like a
a
lot
good
of
rabbit hole.
what you'll see is these mix and match competitions at these events that I was talking about, the one I'm going to go to in Edmonton. They line you up, there's leads and follows, they roll a dice, and then you move down that many, and you're paired with a random partner.
Oh, cool.
But the way you dance together, people think that's got to be choreographed. No, it's just connection.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
And that's the thing I like about Lindy Hop too, is like a lot of other dances, like ballroom, and they have their place, but like they're so rigid, and like it just doesn't seem fun to me. I'm not bashing anything, it's just not for me.
Totally
and
fair.
so like, oh, your neck's not at the right angle, you fail, you know, like it's just, it's not like that. It's totally, you can be yourself, come as you are, as long as you know the fundamentals and you're listening to the same song, you're gonna be good. Yeah.
No silent disco dancing, but
Well,
good.
yeah, I mean, if you're listening to the same song, that would be fun, actually.
So tonight you have a bunch of dancers coming in. You said you were going to teach Mike and I. Can you walk me through a little bit of what you're going to show us in terms of dancing and what you're going to teach us?
Yeah, probably not, just because I just wing it and whatever. I was thinking about it, but I'm like, every time I plan it, I just do what I want anyway. So.
I think that is a great way to
Yeah,
be.
and we have two newbies as well, so everybody will be kind of in the same. yeah, so
Amazing.
you're not the only ones.
Yes.
I taught Erica a little bit during our physio, but.
Oh, that's fantastic. Well, then I think that's just about all we're going to talk
Yeah.
for now and start getting to some dancing.
Let's
Would you want to dance it out? Dance it off camera with me?
Yeah, sure. I gotta warm up. I'm freezing.
Yeah, it's getting chilly.
Are we putting music on? Or
Sure.
are we just dancing off? Cool. That was
It's
good.
really cold.
Yeah, it's cool. That's a nice thing about it too, though. You warm up immediately.
Oh, good. All right, these ones are on a,
Okay. Hello, everybody.
thanks for coming.
Hi, Hannah. We're gonna dance. Oh my God. I totally forgot. I gotta say something to the camera about the history of it. I got lost.
Sure.
Because it's an African American dance and I need to make that known.
Ah, yeah, that would be great. Does this give us enough space? Or should we pull these out more? Like, can we kind of dance in this area?
Yeah, sure.
Come on up, everybody. We're gonna do some dancing.
Oh, just freezing. Hi, Kiva. Thank you. She's at Granny's. Come on up. Are you cold?
How did the tech
A
go?
little bit.
That's great. That's great.
I like your flashing signs. That's new. I'm so cold.
Hey.
Mandy says she wants to mention that it's an African American dance. Wait, why is it still live?
Well, we're gonna pause it.
It's still live?
How's it going, everybody?
It's recording me right now.
This is Elena. This is my sister. This is Hannah. This is Ava. This is Katie. This is Tatiana and Kiva and Erica and Andrea. Yes. All women. So who wants to lead? I'll lead tonight. You can you lead, Katie? Do you want to try leading? Yeah, we need leads. That's always the problem. Are you gonna come dance,
Yes.
Debbie?
Oh,
Yeah.
made it.